downtown Torrance, where this is where I work. I work at an English language school where I teach a lot of foreign students that come to the States. It's a field I kind of fell into because I lived in Japan and I was teaching English as a second language over there. So when I came back to the States, I just kind of continue with this, and it's been kind of a fun little thing. I spend my mornings here. I teach speaking, listening, grammar, and kind of how I spend my day before I start having my head beat in and stuff. So Pennsylvania is a state. Pennsylvania Dutch at home.
American German. English German.
It's kind of, well.
Maybe it's Pennsylvania Dutch because Dutch is like kind of mix of English and German. It sounds kind of like German mixed with English, so maybe that's why.
Thank you. That's probably I did not know that. But that's better than any explanation I could give you. So that's probably true.
But many of them live in Canada, right?
I think there is a big community of Amish in Canada, and I didn't know there was 16 to 18,000 in like Pennsylvania right here. That's a big community. Let's go over to part C now. Let's start talking about this. The magic of the internet. Craigslist is a fantastic thing. I think like most people. Yeah, it's something I've always already interested in the field, and I like being in front of people. I really like teaching in general. So teaching English or teaching martial arts, it's a field that I enjoy, and it's a lot better than a regular 9-to-5 sort of job. So yeah, that's kind of how I fell into it. Hiroki, am I a good teacher? Good. Am I a good teacher?
Yeah, good teacher.
Fantastic, right?
Fantastic.
Great. Very great muscles and everything. Great. Like this too.
I'm working for AOI College of Language. I'm manager of I'm manager, and my name is Yumiko.
In here.
I think he's working about 6 years, long time. I like him because he's always kindness to the student, and he take care of the good food to the student, and he's teaching to English to a foreign student. Yeah, all students like it to him. Then we keep for him long time. And he's so gentleman and always protective for the students. If students something happening, like police murder or something, always he help to for student. Yeah, this part we need it. That kind of strong guy. Yeah.
My name is Toshiro Saito. I work in the office as an assistant.
And have you been here as long as Steve?
No.
No?
I've only been here for about 4 months.
So 4 months with Steve, and Steve in the building. I mean, what are your thoughts about Steve?
Well, he's very calm, and he's a very nice guy. Always, he's always friendly and smiling. And, he comes up to me sometimes just to say hi, and so I haven't seen him fight before, but it's hard to imagine actually him fighting. Yeah. I was surprised. I didn't think he was a fighter at all. Yeah. Right. Just from seeing him here teaching, he's very professional. I think he's here to teach, and when he goes to training, I think he's a different guy. But I guess he's very contained too. He has this passion, but I think he's well trained for teaching and for fighting. I think, yeah, he's great.
It's pretty cool. I know one time they got really crazy. They built this huge banner for me, or whatever, with my name on it. That was pretty cool. And they think it's cool too. It's not every day you have your teacher get in a cage and start like knocking people out and like throwing crazy elbows and stuff. So they get a kick out of it. Oh, great. So, he's so happy you invading my personal privacy.
So how do you balance teaching, the private, training?
I don't know. I don't know myself. I just did a lot of driving, just a lot of everything. Yeah, just doing like, sometimes my head's racing a lot just because I have all these different things to do, like teaching in the morning, and teaching at nighttime in Hermosa Beach, and then just my own personal training, either with my boxing coach or over at PKG, and then I train sometimes around the area too, so just with different friends or good training partners. So I'm constantly like moving. I'm constantly, especially if I have a match, I kind of have to be moving for me to make sure that I get the proper training that I need to be prepared. So yeah, it's a daily battle, just going everywhere and stuff. So, but it's what you need to do. Again, just to make sure you're at your very best. So, and I definitely plan on being my very best. The alternative sucks. No one wants to get their face smashed in. I want to keep this pretty face for as long as I can. So that's what we go through. So
Every day, pretty much on the 405,
yeah,
105, all that stuff, right?
pretty much, yeah. Again, yeah, pretty much a lot of 405, going to PKG, going to train, coming back and stuff. My boxing a lot, although Chad George helps me a lot with my boxing too. And Seb used to train Chad, and so their styles are pretty similar. But then some things are very different. So, but it's good for me. Again, I'm always trying to improve and always trying to get better and stuff. So, and just like the more variety and everything just helps me just improve myself and better myself. So.
PKG, those guys over there, I mean, the training partners that you have, I mean, how did you meet all these guys?
That's a long story. I've known Chad George for a long time, and also Mac. I've known Mac Danzig for a long time. I'd known them since before I moved to Japan. I met Chad George through the grappling scene, and his then trainer Ian Harris. I knew both of them, so I would train with them on occasion. And then when I moved back from Japan here, I would train with them a bit, not all the time. I used to train with Vladimir Matychenko a lot. But as the years passed on, I just started training at PKG more and more, and it kind of like seemed like a really good fit for me. So right now I do most of my training at PKG. A lot of my best training partners are at PKG. So and it's just a good vibe. We all have the same goal, and we're all kind of like helping each other reach that goal. And it's actually really cool to see everyone kind of progressing, and it's nice seeing how we're all kind of progressing along with each other. So right now I'm training with Chad George over there, of course, and then we have Dominic Clark, we have Matt Bonchi, we have Jeremy Humphreys, we have a lot of good guys at the lighter weights, and then of course Mac Danzig, I train with him a lot too, and he's a great guy to train with. Really well-rounded, and just like tough, and just like mentally just like right there, really focused. So that's someone I really look up to too, and it's just great every time I get to train with any of those guys. So it's kind of like a blessing, just this traffic that I always have to deal with. This is the only thing that's not a blessing. I see this damn freeway all the time, but other than that, it's pretty good.
Does the routine ever get old?
It would if I didn't have training partners that I like so much. Again, it's like the routine gets tiring of all the training, but as long as I feel that I'm improving myself, it's not so bad. If I feel like I'm just doing the same thing over and over again, but I'm not going anywhere, like I'm not improving either my grappling or my striking or anything, yeah, it can get kind of tedious. But I always feel like I'm improving, and also the company that I'm with helps me a lot. It's not, I'm not hanging out with people I don't like. Everyone I like. So it's like it's always like I'm going, like every time I go train, I'm going to see my friends. I'm going to see my friends, and it's hard work, but it's work that I want to do. It's a goal that I have. So it's not. It might get tedious a little bit at times, but it's something I can deal with just because of the good people I have around me. I feel pretty good. Movement feels good and everything, and yeah, I feel on point for March 15th.
I mean,
Who's your wizard? Who's the wizard? Fine, time. Work back in, work back in, work back in. Go, 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 go.
Feel pretty good. Wind's good. Technique's pretty good. I'm working with Chad, Dominic, really slick strikers, so I feel ready. Whatever happens, I feel pretty ready.
How's it feel? I mean, Jared's in here today. I mean, you and him are the main and the co-main. I mean, how's it feel to be that on the fight card like that?
It's kind of cool. Yeah, it's good. His first day here. Hopefully, he can come more often. He's a good guy to work with. So the more better people there are, the better it is for both of us. So yeah.
I mean, you just start camp, or have you been already in camp?
Or
has camp been working since January 13th?
It's already been working. No, I took a little break when the show was canceled or postponed. So I took like a week, 2 week break, and then I just started getting into it. I usually do like a slow rise. So right now, right now we're in the thick of things. First week was a little kind of slow, and then now it's starting to peak and stuff. So yeah, but the training, the cardio is going well. I expect a tough fight. A good striker. I mean, he's not. We're both kind of like technical strikers. We're not going to run in at each other like psychos. So I'm expecting a technical fight. Expecting a good technical fight, and just the person who has a better game plan, the person who prepares better, who's going to win it. So I'm not taking anything away from him, but I'm just preparing as good as I know how to be at my best.
calm down. Calm that jab. Boom. Right here. Every time running you there, you blind up. Okay. Blind up. Bang. Okay. You're long. You're long. You should jab. Yeah. Just, you know what I'm saying? I have to keep moving and avoid it. That's what I have to do. A little better.
Go. Back up.
I'm going here, rip it. Yeah. Woo!
Now I am driving. Nothing really spectacular. Just got to get some funds for the private lesson. Working on my timing, my footwork, and everything, and just making sure I'm ready for whatever happens. Culley's a pretty quick guy. I think I'm pretty confident in myself. Of course, I wouldn't do this sort of thing if I wasn't. But yeah, right now it's still important to really have the good mitt work and really just have your timing and everything just spot on. Because again, he's a quick guy, and I'm a pretty quick guy too. I just need to make sure my reaction time is good and just my technique and everything is on point. So yeah, but right now nothing so spectacular. Before that, I gotta get the funds, so just gonna make a quick detour, listening to the great K-Rock. It's not my usual Yanni or Barbara Streisand, but it works.
So when you're not training, when you're not getting ready for a fight, what do you usually do?
When I'm not getting ready for a fight, probably relaxing. I'm a pretty, again, this whole thing is pretty tiring, just all the training and stuff. So I'm pretty much, if I don't have to do anything, I'm kind of like a homebody. I like to just relax and like just watch TV like anyone. I study Japanese from time to time since I lived in Japan, so I try to keep up on that. Self-help books a little bit sometimes. Not like just being more organized again, because you see my daily life, I'm just kind of running around everything, and should probably be a little more organized. Yeah, just everything. Again, I also have a girlfriend. I try to keep in contact with her as much as I can, but it's kind of difficult, especially since she's actually out of the country. So that's another crazy thing. So, but I'm kind of lucky that I found someone that's just really supportive and really comforting. She's one of those girls that really just like the little things, just asking always making sure that she's like letting you know that she cares, like always telling you to drive safely, always like don't get hurt. She hates that I fight, but I guess she knows that I love it, so she kind of tolerates it, and I kind of like that about her. I like a girl that's like that does worry about me and kind of understands the trials and tribulations that we kind of go through. I mean, we're not like ruffians or whatever. We don't just go and like start throwing our hands and feet. Like there's a lot of technique involved in this. So, and she understands that. She understands that there's a whole ball game. There's a very detailed sport, and I think she respects that. So it makes my life easier, because with some people who really don't understand what it is to date a fighter, it really is a sacrifice for both people, and that's what I'm lucky to find someone that kind of like understands that. So. Yeah, but right now, get some fun, so I shall return.
Yeah.
We're just passing In-N-Out Burger. Another thing I can't have. Damn it. On the fantastic 405. My arch enemy. But yeah, just going to get some training in.
So we were talking about your girlfriend earlier.
Yeah.
And she's out of country right now. So I mean, how do you guys? That's
probably her.
So talk about that. Just how you gotta manage communication, what you do on the weekends to just communicate and all that.
Well, I try to talk to her as much as possible. It's kind of it's a little difficult just because of the time difference. Time difference is very different, and basically that's her front probably. It's probably. Yeah, it's a little difficult. Like during the week, we text each other as much as possible. But actually not that much, but we'll text each other at least twice a day. Usually around this time, she knows I finish work around 1, 2-ish, so I'll get a text around now. And then at nighttime, I'll get a text, and I text her back all the time too. So she's a really caring person. I really appreciate her a lot. You can just like, you can kind of tell like when someone like really cares about your well-being, and that's kind of her. It just kind of sucks we don't get to talk to each other as much as I wish that we could. A lot of times it'll just be the weekends, Skype or whatever, trying to talk with each other and stuff, and just seeing how everything's going with us. But yeah, that's another kind of thing. It's another sacrifice we have. So that's pretty much it. I wish things were different, but again, that's the world, and I understand my objective. My objective is to this whole MMA thing. I've been chasing it for many years, and she wants me next to her right now too, but she understands that. She understands I have a dream, and she allows me to put myself in front. She knows that that's my goal and everything, and I really appreciate her for that. Because I know if it was up to her, she would probably just like steal me away and take me. But she's really open and stuff. So, and she really understands the passion I have for this. So it's a good thing. You know, I really don't. Because she was here when I trained for the Golovin fight, and she was the thing about her that's just really good. I never really feel like she never really makes me feel where I'm like oh, I'm choosing MMA over her. She never makes me feel that. Because some girls will make you feel that. They'll be like, oh, why don't you train? Why are you always training? Why don't you pay attention to me? And she really understands that this is my job. Like, I have to do this. And she's really considerate about that. So even if she was here, yeah, I could probably see her on the weekends, but she understands that I need this time to train myself. And she also knows if I don't train myself properly, that the chances of me getting hurt go up. And she doesn't want that. So that's something that I like is fantastic about her. She's really like a responsible individual, probably more responsible than me. She's the one that's asking me, oh, are you eating right? How's your weight? Did you train today? She's always like texting me, oh, drive safely. So she's kind of like, she's a very caring individual. So that's what I really appreciate about her. So it's good stuff. Yeah. So it's pretty much how I deal with it. So it wouldn't be any difference one way or another. It'd be nice to see her more often, but she really lets me kind of go after my goal. So, and really wants me to put my best foot forward. So it's good. That's why we would get the big bucks. Wish I was a teenager, still playing my Final Fantasy and Street Fighter. So much different than today. I think I watched too many Saturday Pro Wrestling when I was a kid. I should have stayed with my studies. Stay in school, kids. Stay in school. Best thing for you.
Who's your favorite wrestler back in the day?
Back in the day, I had a lot. Like, I was like, because my brother again loved pro wrestling, so I would watch probably I like WCW a little more, so I like Great Muta and like Sting. I like Kerry Von Erich, the Texas Tornado. I like more like the kind of like the less known guys. I don't like the guys that everyone likes. Ricky Steamboat was kind of cool. So yeah, I like the good workers. Actually, I'm just really focused. I'm really just a really focused sort of guy. I don't like to think about winning or losing. I just worry about I worry about just being in the moment and just playing my game, and just really kind of like balls to the wall and just going forward. But I'm just gonna be focused on my game plan. Right now, that's all I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about the match, thinking about being on point, thinking about my movement. But I don't start thinking about like what if this happens, what if this happens. I'm just being concerned about myself and making sure that I'm ready to react to whatever happens. So.
One step back. Down.